Hello! In this video we will introduce you to the main features and basic concepts of MeteorCalc Streetlight. MeteorCalc is an AutoCAD plugin and it works in full versions of AutoCAD and in all other Autodesk vertical products. With MeteorCalc you can implement a full cycle of design works in the street lighting electrical networks. This plugin helps you to calculate short circuit currents, voltage losses, power sum, and load currents in street lighting feeders and in distribution panel boards. Computation of project specifications and generating tables of equipment is very simple with MeteorCalc. Drawing of schemes of street lighting feeders is automated. MeteorCalc performs the short circuit current calculations by the symmetrical components method. You can calculate a short circuit current at any endpoint of street lighting feeder or at the main bus of a distribution panel board. With MeteorCalc, you can calculate voltage losses at any endpoint of street lighting feeder or in a power supply cable from substation to a distribution panel board. MeteorCalc performs the voltage loss calculations taking into account an unbalanced load in street lighting feeders. You can calculate a power sum and load currents in any street lighting feeder and total in any distribution panel boards. Load currents in street lighting feeders with an unbalanced load are calculated for each phase individually. A current in the neutral conductor is calculated as the geometric sum of the phase currents. MeteorCalc has a calculation process which is open to monitoring. You can view and check every step of all the electrical calculations, including interim and auxiliary results. And you can also save detailed reports of the calculations in an external file. Please refer to MeteorCalc help system to study the procedures of electrical calculations. Data of street lighting units are stored in the data library. You can create and edit descriptions of street lighting units according to your needs. The data library has 12 categories to accumulate data. Within each category, you can define any number of street lighting unit descriptions. MeteorCalc has the auxiliary data store named Data Archive to store seldom used data. You can also create and use the shared data repository on a server, which simplifies a collaborative work. The main concept of MeteorCalc is a street lighting unit. A street lighting unit is a block that simulates an electrical consumer in street lighting network. For example, it may be a street lighting pole with several luminaires, or a single luminaire, or a group of luminaires, and so on. You can redefine any street lighting unit block in your project file. You can choose any visual representation, but you need to keep attributes unchanged. MeteorCalc has a fixed database of electrical power cables. Cables database is designed to support any electrical power cable type used in street lighting networks. Cable impedances are specified according to the IEC standards or from manufacturers. Street lighting cable spans are simulated with lightweight polylines. The length of each cable span is calculated as the length of a polyline in a drawing plus the amount of additional length inputted by user. You can use the additional length property to take into account the length of vertical spans or to add miscellaneous length allowances for installation, finishing the ends, and so forth. The street lighting model is a plurality of MeteorCalc objects relating to a street lighting network. The street lighting model can be located in a separate DWG file or can be situated directly in the street lighting project file as the part of street lighting project. You can make any number of street lighting models in the drawing. For example, you can make the temporary copy of a model, change configuration of feeders or cables parameters, then compare different variants and choose the optimal solution. Next, we will introduce you to the basic steps of working with MeteorCalc. Step 1. Creating of the street lighting preliminary project. In this step, you use the special street lighting unit blocks to define street lighting poles and luminaires on the plan. Step 2. Street lighting model creation. MeteorCalc has many commands for quick insert of model blocks and for drawing polylines of street lighting model. Using these commands, you can create a model of street lighting installation very quickly. Step 3. Assigning data to objects and performing calculations. In this step, you finish to make the street lighting model and perform all required electrical calculations. Based on the results of electrical calculations, you choose the optimal structure of street lighting feeders and select parameters of cables. Step 5. Drawing a single line schemes. Drawing accurate and detailed schemes of street lighting feeders is very simple with MeteorCalc. You just need to select an endpoint of a feeder, and MeteorCalc draws the single line scheme along the selected line from a feeder start point. Detecting branch points occurs automatically. Step 6. Generating specifications. With MeteorCalc, you can easily generate separate specifications of street lighting units, street lighting poles, pole foundations, luminaires, cables, and earthing devices. All specifications can be drawn in a tabular form in the DWG file or exported to an external spreadsheet. The main problem in street lighting projects is that street lighting feeders usually are very long, and short-circuit currents at endpoints of feeders may be very small. According to conditions of the protection of people against indirect contact, the disconnection time of a feeder protection device should not exceed 200 milliseconds. There are structures of feeders when this condition is difficult to achieve, but the accurate electrotechnical calculations help you to solve this problem. With MeteorCalc, you can design safe electrical installations. The final result of the program work is a set of drawings, including a plan of street lighting installation, a plan scheme, single-line feeder diagrams, specifications and tables with information sheets for ordering equipment. If you need to change your project, it's not longer a problem. You change the street lighting model and then print new specifications and update, if it is necessary, electrotechnical calculations and schemes. You can find more information about MeteorCalc, including video tutorials and examples, on our website MeteorCalc.com. Please note that several conditions of the main procedure of short-circuit current calculations described in the IEC 60909 have been changed in 2016. Since version 1.5, MeteorCalc performs electrotechnical calculations based on the latest version of the standard. Thank you for your attention and have a good work with MeteorCalc.